What's going on, everybody? Before we get into the video today, I threw out something on Twitter asking you guys if you'd be interested in seeing a little BBB quiz with our producer and my girlfriend. Got a lot of great feedback with it, so I was talking with them and we came up with a little deal. If we're able to get 100 likes on this video, we will get to that video sometime next week, potentially the week after. So if you guys are interested in that, be sure to like this video and let's get into it now. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to JJD TV. I'm your host, Josh, and today we're back with our preview video of the upcoming season opener between Borussia Dortmund and Borussia Mönchengladbach. So I'm pretty stoked, as probably most of you are too, because this is the first game of the season, and we get to get off against a team who we have some pretty decent history against. Looking back at our past few years, I think we've gone now 11 games unbeaten against Gladbach, and we've also haven't lost to them since 2015. So if there's one team in this league that we're kind of right and we got them in our back pocket, it's Gladbach. I'm not sure exactly what it is about them as to why we always do so good, but we always seem to do pretty good against them. And coming into the game, both of us have played one competitive matchup this year, both in the DFB Cup, and both are pretty big wins. Gladbach won 8-0 and we won 5-0. So both are taking a lot of confidence into the upcoming game, and they should have no reason for it because both teams played pretty fantastic in their, granted it wasn't against a smaller club, but they both played great, and those are going to take that confidence into this game. And going into this season, I kind of predicted Gladbach more in the 5th place area, and I got a lot of stick for that because a lot of people think that they're almost a shoe-in for 3rd. So it's going to be a real tough matchup, I think, right away, because they haven't lost a lot of players, and they haven't lost barely any players, and they had such a good form. Marco Rose has got them doing so many good things, and I think they're going to line up in this game in the 4-2-3-1. I think that's a pretty strong formation for them. It utilizes Stindl in the middle. You got Hoffman and Thuram on the wings with Playa up front. You also obviously have Ginter in the back, and they really know what they're doing. When they go out there, they know that they have a job to do, and Rose has got them playing some phenomenal football. So there's a lot of key players in there that you got to be careful about. Hoffman for me is one. I think Hoffman leaving Dortmund the way he did, he left the club at the right time and he found a perfect fit for him, as did Matthias Ginter. And Hoffman has just been so versatile, being able to play as a center mid, as a cam, and even on the wing. So he's going to be pretty dangerous looking for us. But now let's get into our team. And I think that Fabre is going to line up in the 3-4-1-2. I think Berkey's going to be our goalie, obviously, and having Meunier on right wing back. I think we're going to stick with the same back three. We're going to have Akanji, Hummels, and Chan. I don't think there's a real reason to really not go with that. I think they had a good game, find a little bit of chemistry. And our left wing back spot, obviously if Guerrero's fit, he'll start, but I doesn't look like he is. So I think the shoe-in, again, I put this out on Twitter to see what you guys all thought, and you guys were in agreement that it's going to be Hazard. I think what Hazard can do with the national team, he's proven that he can play in that left wing back spot, and obviously in the Duisburg game he was fantastic. And it's going to be a lot tougher this game, obviously, because it's a higher quality team and he might have to put more of a defensive shift in, but I believe if Guerrero's not there, Hazard's the guy for our left wing back. In your central midfield, we got more of our 6, Axel Witsel, with our 8. I was going back and forth because I want to think that Bellingham's going to start, and I almost put him in, but I'm going to go with Brandt just because I think he got rested for the Duisburg game, a little more experience coming in for the first game of the year, and I think he's going to start alongside Witsel in the center of the park. Looking at our attack, I think I'm going to go with Marco Reus for our cam position. Again, another one I was on the fence with because I didn't know if Reus would be fully healthy, but considering he didn't start the Duisburg game, he's also the captain of our team against his former team, and this is the home opener. I think he's going to want to start, and so I'm going to go with him and put him there with Sancho and Holland as our strikers. Obviously, the top 3 rotates a little bit. Sancho can find his way out on the right, while Royce could potentially go on the left, but I think it's going to look a little bit like that. And the big matchups, looking at the two teams I want to keep an eye on, is Matthias Ginter and Holland. Holland didn't score last game. He hasn't scored for 2 games now. You can see the anger in him when he came off. He was not happy he didn't score. So I think he's going to go out there this game with something to prove. And I think if anyone's going to stop him, it's going to be Matthias Ginter. They're 2 big boys going to be going for it. It's going to be interesting to see how those aerial duels go and some maybe potential one-on-ones. But I think that matchup's going to be key to watch. But the biggest matchup for me is who's ever playing on that right-hand side for Gladbach against Hazard. So it could be Hoffman or Thuram. And it's gonna be curious because Stindl can find those runs, and if Hazard isn't able to get his defensive awareness there, that could be a real vulnerability for us going down that side. So I think that's something we got to keep an eye on. But for the game, I mean, I'm looking forward to it, and I think we got a good shot to get off on a pretty good note for this year. And with that, like I'm going to do with every week match this year, we're gonna do our predictions. And this is just the JJD TV quick picks, and I'm just gonna go through all of the games for this week and just kind of say who I believe is gonna win. And taking a look at our week 1 picks, we're gonna just roll through them very quickly for you guys. So Bayern, Schalke, I'm gonna go 3-0 Bayern. Freiburg and Stuttgart, I'm gonna go 1-0 Freiburg. Arminia Bielefeld and Frankfurt, I'm gonna go 2-0 Frankfurt. And taking a look at the Union Berlin-Augsburg game, I'm gonna go with a 2-1 win for Union Berlin. Looking at the Hertha Berlin and Werder Bremen game, I'm gonna go with a 2-0 win for Hertha. Looking at the Hoffenheim and Cologne game, I'm gonna go for a 2-2 draw. Looking at the Mainz and Leipzig game, I'm gonna go with the bigger result of the weekend, a 4-0 win for Leipzig. Looking at the Wolfsburg-Leverkusen game, I'm gonna go for a 2-1 win for Leverkusen. And taking a look at our boys, Dortmund and Gladbach, I'm gonna go for a 2-1 win for Dortmund. I think we're gonna start off hot, get a goal, settle back a little bit. They might pop one in, and then we're gonna finish them off. So those are our week 1 predictions. That's how I think our match preview was gonna go. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below if you agree with the lineup, some of the key players I was talking about from Gladbach. And if you're new, be sure to obviously subscribe, like, and comment. See you guys next time.